Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with another Pick My Next Read video. So, quick little explanation at the beginning of all of these videos, even if you've been watching them all since the beginning, but there are some people who might be new, is that I do have my core TBR of 12 books that I talked about in my TBR video for the month of June, or whatever month it happens to be. This month it's June. But I also have a bunch of other books that I have on my tablet here in a little spin the wheel app, and every Friday I sit down and I spin the wheel 3 times. Sorry for the glare off my computer and the window. And we pick 3 books, and then I tell you guys about the books and you vote on which book you think I should read next week. So last week's winner was The Summer Seekers by Sarah Morgan. So it started out with a lot of people voting for Spring at Saddle Run by Dolores Fawson. And then it all of a sudden the pendulum shifted and everybody was voting for this book, and I have already finished it, you guys. Stay tuned to my vlog for my final thoughts on it. That's all I'm going to say. So, really good. So if you watched my video yesterday, I did do a library haul. I had no business going to the library, but I went to the library because it makes me happy. So I added those books onto this wheel. So if they come up, I might get to them. No guarantee. I just like going and checking books out from the library. If I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, it is what it is. I'm not beating myself up, you guys. I just like to have a lot of choice. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. So first of all, trying to get up. You're going to get glare no matter what. It is what it is, my friends. Oh, The Unholy. Okay, so this is by Heather Graham. This is Unholy. One of the books in the Crew of Hunters series. It's book number 6. So I'm working my way back through this series. You guys know I am a huge, huge fan of the Crew of Hunters series. So let me just quickly tell you about this one. The 1940s. Hard-boiled detectives and femme fatale are box office gold. In one iconic scene set in a deserted museum, the private eye arrives too late, and the buxom beauty is throttled by an ominous Egyptian priest. Now, the black box cinema immortalizes Hollywood's golden age in its gallery of film noir tributes, but the mannequin of that Egyptian priest is hardly lifeless. He walks, and a young starlet dies a terrifying death. Movie mogul Eddie Archer's son is charged with the grisly murder. Eddie calls agent Sean Cameron, who specializes in irregular investigations. As part of an FBI paranormal forensics team, Cameron knows that nightmares aren't limited to the silver screen. Working with special effects artist Madison Darville, who has her own otherworldly gifts, Cameron delves into the maleficent force, animating more than one movie monster. So that one sounds so good. I have read this before, but it's been years and years and years. So yeah, so that is pick number 1, The Unholy by Heather Graham. Pick number 2. We have a Wildflower Summer. Okay, for something completely different. Wildflower Summer is by author Carolyn Flynn. This is an author I have not read before. I don't know if this is part of a series. It says a Portlandan novel, but it doesn't say anything on Goodreads about it being part of a series, excuse me. So that's the cover. So it says, city meets small town in this beautiful, sweet romance about family, new beginnings, and true love. Single mother Lily Brentwood yearns to leave small town life behind and start up again with her young daughter in Chicago. The bright city lights promise an escape from an ex who dismissed her dreams and broke her heart. But when her car breaks down outside of the sleepy town of Portlandan, she is stranded miles from Chicago and reliant on the generosity of a local mechanic, Jason Forrester. He is also a single parent. Says Jason turns out to be handsome, funny, and bearing bad news. The car repairs will take longer than expected. Lily has no choice but to stay. Jason is determined to show Lily that there is more to Portlandan than meets the eye. But deep down he knows it couldn't be further from the city life that Lily seeks. So that sounds really good. I mean, that just sounds absolutely delightful. I love a small town romance. The fact that she's stranded and it's 2 single parents sounds delightful. Great, great summertime, read based on the cover. So yeah. So there is pick number 2, A Wildflower Summer by Carolyn Flynn. So pick number 3. What are we going to get here? Talk about 3 very different books. The Final Girls Support Group, a horror novel. Here we go, by Grady Hendrix. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a feeling you guys are going to pick this one just so I read a horror novel. I guarantee it. I'm not going to read a whole bunch about this. A fast-paced, thrilling horror novel that follows a group of heroines to die for, from the brilliant New York Times bestselling author of the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. In horror movies, the final girl is the one who's left standing when the credits roll. The one who fought back, defeating the killer, and avenge her friends. The one who emerges bloodied but victorious. But after the sirens fade and the audience moves on, what happens to her? That's all I want to read. If I'm going into this, I'm going into this blind. So that's vote number 3, you guys. Oh my gosh. So we have The Unholy by Heather Graham, which is a reread. The Wildflower Summer by Carolyn Flynn. And then for something completely different, The Final Girls Support Group by Grady Hendrix. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, you guys. What should I read? Yeah. I did put this one on my TBR. I do have a copy of it. I put it on my TBR for Janie, the Bookworm's Buddy, for her Read Your E-Reader challenge in June, and it was for a book I wouldn't normally read, and clearly this is a book I wouldn't normally read. So anyway, that is that. That is all that I have for today's video. Please, please vote in the comments below, you guys. Let me know what I should read, and until my next one, take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.